All right, man. All right, let me see here. Hey, hey, Vladimir. Hey, Vladimir. Let's talk about the World Cup and the quarterfinals of the World Cup. What a fantastic round of events have unfolded at the World Cup. Shit is going to go down, bro. Shit will go down. Shit will go down. Oh, fucking hell. Let me see here. Hold on. I just gotta do some stuff. Checking on my phone. Checking on. Hold on, man. We'll start in like I don't know. We'll start in some time. In some time, we shall start. So fucking thirsty, man. Holy shit. Where's the Where's the bullshit? Where is it? All right, man. We will rape you. No, don't say that, man. It's fucked up. All right, I guess we can start. This will be rather short, to the point, and yeah, let's see what happens, huh? Let's see what happens. All right, man. So the round of 16 of the World Cup Qatar 2022 is over. It is over and done. Um, there wasn't really any major surprises as far as the scores were concerned, except for one or two, maybe two. Um, we knew going into the round of 16 that it was going to be tough. I mean, some teams were tough. They deserve more, but that's that's the way of the World Cup. It's the way she goes, boys. It's the way she goes. So, having said that, let's just do a quick review of the round of 16 of the World Cup, the beautiful game, football. So, in the first game, we had the Netherlands and the United States of Merc, and the Netherlands won 3-1. Very, very. I mean, hold on. So let's just go back to what I said on the last video, right? I was rooting for the U.S. The U.S. did play a little bit better than the Netherlands, although the Netherlands were never really in trouble except for a few opportunities that the United States created. Other than that, the Netherlands always looked solid. Going into the game, obviously the United States, like I said before, were the ones with the high energy, the high intensity, that high desire. And they did show it by playing a little bit better. They had more possession than the Netherlands, but that was about it. Um, I feel like the first goal that came from the Netherlands was way too quick. It was on the 10th minute. So, it's like they say in football, sort of like a cold shower. You know what I mean? Cold bucket of water, out of the dressing room, and you find yourself, behind on the score line right away within 10 minutes of the match starting. Yeah, man, you're not, your team is gonna be shaking a bit. And then, the Netherlands scored again through Blin, and it's not Red Blind. Okay, this is his last name. It's Blin, not Blind. Some people say that's Dilly Blind. No, Dilly Blin. Blin. Blin, okay? His father played for the Netherlands. Now he plays for the Netherlands. So that second goal really put all the pressure on the United States. Um, Again, the second half, it took them way too long to score, and it wasn't even like it was one of those lucky goals. He doesn't even know how he made that goal. It was like with the back of the foot or the heel or like the bottom or you know I don't even know how that ball went in, but the Netherlands on a counter attack killed them. I mean not there's no other way to say it. They killed the game. I mean, with that third goal, it was out of reach for the U.S. They had all pulled forward, and that kind of left a lot of defensive holes in the back, which the Netherlands capitalized on. And good game to the Netherlands. I was rooting for the U.S., but the Netherlands, like I said, they haven't been tested, and I'll talk about that again later. But the U.S. obviously was no contender for the Netherlands, and good game to the Netherlands. They move on to the quarterfinals. In that second game, I was rooting for the Socceroos, for Australia, for me mates, and I just wanted them to beat Argentina. It was all you know, um, out of I don't even know what to call it. What it was all out of. I guess I wanted Argentina to lose, and I still want them niggas to lose. So yeah, fuck them. But no, man, Argentina got shit done. Um, Through the possession of the entire game, Argentina just had the ball more. They created more opportunities. Australia sort of played a game of defense where they were going to let Argentina have the ball and sort of like fall back and protect as much as possible or defend as much as possible. And eventually they cracked. And Argentina with a very good Lionel Messi goal went up on the score sheet, and from then on, like I said, it was an own goal. It wasn't even a goal by the Australians. Um, it was an own goal by Fernandez. But fuck, man, what do you got to say about this game? There's not a whole lot to say. Argentina were just the better team overall, and now they get to face the Netherlands in the quarterfinals, which will be this Friday, in 3 days, at 1 p.m. Now, moving on to the more, I guess you can call exciting games, or one of the more exciting games, the game between Japan and Croatia. I was rooting for the Croatians, although I did want to see a Asian quarterfinal between South Korea and Japan. I did say that in my last video, but it wasn't to be. Even though Japan pulled forward um, in the game, they went up right away on the 43rd minute, and dumbass, Croatia came back to tie the game, and if we look at the possession of the game, or the ball, I should say, you'll see down here that Croatia had a 59% possession of the ball. Um, so you could say that they play a little bit better because of the pass accuracy that you see down here and the amount of passes. So that's not to take anything away from Japan. Japan played a fantastic game, both defensively and the attack. They were solid throughout the whole World Cup, and is one of those teams that I said at the beginning of the video that deserved more. The Japanese, but you know, when it came down to the penalty kicks, Croatia's goalkeeper, he was on point. Um, they couldn't score once. All three penalties were saved or off target, or you know, it was not their day for the Japanese, and they left the World Cup without losing because when you get to the penalty kicks in the World Cup in a knockout stage, you technically don't lose, didn't lose the game, and it's one of those things. So Japan exits the World Cup, but man, good game to the Japanese, man. They fucking destroyed Germany. They fucking stepped all over Spain. They lost against Costa Rica, and they fall to the Croatians in a round of penalty kicks. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. That's the World Cup. It's not, they're not the first team to crash out of the World Cup through the penalty round. So again, good game to Japan, but the Croatians pulled through. Amazing game by Luka Modric. He had to be substituted. I think he was tired. But I get why he was substituted. So good game to the Croatians. They move on to the quarterfinals of the World Cup, where they will face almighty five-time world champions Brazil, who pretty much destroyed South Korea. This penalty right here on the 13th minute, that was not a penalty, man, because the Brazilian was behind the South Korean and he came in front of the South Korean right as the South Korean was about to clear the ball, man. How the fuck was he supposed to stop? But they gave it. They gave the fucking penalty, man. They gave it to him, and but it's not like the penalty was the decisive. The Brazilians were just a class above the South Koreans in all aspects of the game. So it is Brazil. Technically they have much, much, much better players than South Korea. I'm not surprised about the score line. I think it's fair. I don't think that this penalty should have been awarded, but that's besides the point. They managed to pull a goal back on the 76th minute, but I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this nigga's name because I'm just gonna like offend like half of Asia and shit. So we'll just call him Ho. This hoe, yeah, this hoe, this whole nigga scored a goal in the 76th minute. That nigga. Anyways, Brazil move on to the quarterfinals where they will face almighty Croatia, and I'm still sticking to my fucking Croatians, man. I'm with the Croatians. I love Benicius. I love Rodrigo. I love Casemiro.